Hello everyone, this is Maher. So today I'm going to do a new video to show you how you can run the Q feeds together with the MikroTik. Before I start working on this lab, I just want to say that if you are watching this video, then please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, put a like on the video, and also click on the bell so are notified for any new videos that I'm doing. Also, there is possibility that you can become a member to this channel where you can watch exclusive member videos. So there are mainly courses that I'm doing. I'm putting them on my YouTube channel, and then you can get access to all those courses. Also, the same courses can be seen on my other platform, which is mynetworktraining.com. So you can as well subscribe to my platform to be able to watch all my courses that I'm doing for different vendors. Now, in this video, what I'm going to do is I want to protect your network from being targeted from malicious IPs, whether the malicious IPs are trying to get into your network or someone from your inside network is trying to go to those malicious IPs. So there is a QFeeds, which is normally a plugin which runs on OpenSense, and I have done a video about it. But also, what they did, they just made it work with the MikroTik. So I'm going to show you how you can run it on MikroTik and how you can use the scripting to be able to pull all those malicious IPs, put them on your MikroTik router on another list, and then what you can do is you can apply some filter rules to not allow anyone going to those malicious IPs from your network or letting those malicious IPs to reach to your network. So this is what we're going to do in this lab. Let's go directly and start with the work. So at this moment, I'm just having this MikroTik router, which is connected to the internet, and it's giving internet for my computer on the computer that I'm now just saving this video. So you can see this router has internet connectivity. If we just ping to google.com, we can see it is connected to the internet. So what I'm going to do now is I want to protect this MikroTik router, or let's say the network inside this MikroTik router, to not go to some malicious IPs. Malicious IPs means IPs that are used, for example, for dark web or for any other type of attacks to be able to reach to your network, which makes problems for your network. And by default, there are like 250,000 IPs. So you can imagine it's a big list. And this changes every day or every minute as well. So there is a company called QFeeds, which is, by the way, it's based in the same city where my company is based in the Netherlands. So this QFeeds, if you go to their website, qfeeds.com, so what they do, they just make for you protection for threats. And like they're saying, is in minutes. So this is made in Europe. So this is just a European software that you can use. So if you just scroll down over here, you can see it works on different vendors like Fortinet, Sophos, Palo Alto. You can see also OpenSense and so forth. And the nice thing that you can do with that is they have a community version which is for free, so you don't have to pay anything. Of course, you can, if you want to go to the higher of levels by just going to pricing, you can see that they have some different packages for some more features that you can do. So this is the community which we are going to use, but also there is QFeeds Plus and there is QFeeds Premium. You can read that on their website. And anyway, it's not too expensive. You can see €99 per year, and this is €249 per year. So it's not too big money to be able to get some more things from the Q feeds. Now, what we are going to do now is you have first to create an account on QFeeds, and this is for free. You can see they're saying here no credit card needed, 7 days premium for free. So you get 7 days premium for free, which is that one. But for now, we are going to get that one. So all you need to do is just to go to tip.qfeeds.com. I'm going to leave this for you as a link on this video. And all you need to do is just to create an account. You click create an account, put your information here, and then you just create an account. I have done that already, so I'm going to sign in directly to that account. So you can see at this moment there are malware IPs, it makes it a bit bigger, 246,000. And as I said, this change every minute. Okay, so 246,000 IPs. You can imagine it's a huge number. So after you are on the dashboard over here, just go down. You can see I'm using one, which is for my home. So I'm protecting my house. So then I'm going to use now one for my office. So all you need to do is just gonna say here manage IP keys. So this is the key I'm using for my home. Now I'm going to use another one. So I'll just say here create free API key and then OK. And now we have this API key which is made, and I'm gonna say copy. So I'm gonna copy it and I will go to something like Notepad++. I'm gonna put it here because I will use it in a moment. So this is the first step, is just you create a key, an API key on QFeeds. This is something you have to do. Then you will go again to qfeeds.com, and over here you can see on the support you have download and manual. On the download and manual, what they show you here is how you can set it up with different vendors. You can see Sophos, OpenSense, pfSense, Fortinet, blah, blah, blah. And for me now, because I'm using MikroTik, so they show you about MikroTik. So you just click on it, and it takes you to here. And what you need now to do is just you have those two files. You can see them, malware import diff and malware import full. And that the malware import tool, when you run this script on MikroTik, it connects to the API that you have just created, and it will pull all the malicious IPs. They put them inside an address list on your MikroTik router. So just like they put them in a place where you can apply some firewall rules against them. So this takes something like 246,000 IPs. So normally it takes too long for those to be added. It depends also on the speed of your internet. It depends on the hardware that you are using, the MikroTik, if it's a small router board or a big one. But it may take, for my case, I think it took like 30 minutes to get all the IPs. So once you get all the IPs, this you can run it one time. You can run it maybe one time also every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, because we don't want that every time it pulls all the IPs. They have also another one, which is this one, a script, where what it does is just it will check what you have as IPs. It connects to the API and say, hey, do you have any more IPs to give me, or do you want me to take out some IPs from my list? So it just gives you updates. So this is less on the resources on your MikroTik router. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go first to that one, and I'm going to say open. And this is the script. Just you copy it here. You go again to Notepad++, and you just paste it here. And let's rename it. Maybe we give it the same name that is used here. What is the name? Malware import full. So I'm gonna use that one. So just to know that this is for the malware import full, I have it here. So this is done, and then I'm going to go to this one, the second one, and I'm going also to copy it, and we go to malware, or to the Notepad++, and we call it, as it has another name, which is malware import diff. Yeah. So now we have two different scripts. So those scripts are made by QFeeds. We don't need to do anything with that. The only thing that we need to do is just we go first to that one, to the malware import full, and on that one, on the line number 3. So if you look here, this is the line number 3. You see local API token, and you have all those X. So what you need to do, you have to come here. You copy the API key that you have just created, and you go here and you replace all those X with that API key. Be careful that everything needs to be replaced. So this is done on that one, and also we do the same for the second script as well. So all those X, we replace them. Very good. So now we have the scripts ready. So what we need now to do is just we go to the import full, and I'm going, let's go first to the MikroTik router. We go to the MikroTik router. I'm going to go to this system, and we go to scripts. And we create the first script, and let's call it For example, like it was malware import full. And on that one, you just come here, and it is the malware import full, and you just copy it and paste it inside the source. So we have this script now is there. Then I'm going to create another one, which is malware import diff. And I will go from here and I will copy that one, select all, copy it, and put it in the source. So now we have two scripts. So you can see the run count is 0 means that we didn't run yet the script. So always remember you have to run first that script, the full, to pull out all the IPs, and all the IPs, what it would gonna happen, they are going to be received inside the address list. Inside an address list, we will see what the address list will be there. So you have to do that one time on this one, and then you make the import diff to run every, if you want, 3 hours, 1 day, 2 hours, whatever. So it depends on what you want. And I'm going to show you how you can do that in a moment, but just let me run this script to see if it's gonna work. So run script. So it has been running now, and now we go to the IP, and we go to the firewall, and here we go. Look guys, you see that the malware list, the script has started now, getting for me all those malware IPs inside an address list called malware list. And you can see if we go to the system and we go to resources, you can see that your CPU, because I have a very small router now, it's an HAP AC Lite, so you can see the CPU is 100% now because it's pulling all those IPs. But once it's finished, so once you have the 246,000 plus IPs in your address list, then your CPU becomes normal. So now I just want to show you how you can run this script, or let's say one of the two scripts. So what you can do first, let's let's say that we want the full one to run possibly once every month, yeah, something like that. So all you need to do, you can just go to scheduler and create a scheduler, and you would call it schedule, for example, full, just to know that this is for the full one. And we want it so that it is seconds, minute, and it is days or hours, sorry. So let's say we want it to run, I don't know, maybe every 10 days. So we can just put here 10D, something like that. 10D. So we want that this script run every 10 days. And all you need to do is just you put the name of the script, which is malware input full. You put it on event here. And then you say here, apply. So then this script every 10 days will run on, so starting from 13 of February, so like 23 of February, it will run again one more time. You can change that. You don't want also to put it, that's okay, because you already run the script one time. So the full, you don't want every time that it pull all the IPs, that's fine. So then the second thing that you can do, you can just take that one and you can say that for the updates of the IPs, I want them. So we go back to system scheduler and we create another one. So we just call it schedule diff. So I want it to run again, so this seconds, minute, and hours. So maybe every 10 hours, something like that. Every 10 hours, I want this script to run. Perfect. So this is every 10 hours to run. This is every 10 days to run. If you don't want that one, you can just disable it, the full, or you can just leave it every 10 days to run. That's fine. So what it does, this is happening every 10 hours. The script will run and we'll check using the API that we have on QFeeds if there is any more IPs, and then it will add it. So now let's have a look what is happening on the firewall. So you can see it's still adding. We have 3,000. This has to go to 246,000. Now we leave that running. So now the only thing that you need to do to protect your network, say that all the IPs have been already installed on your address list or added on your address list. All you need to do is just you can go to IP firewall, and on the filter rule, you create a filter rule and you say Forward meaning going to the internet, not to the router itself. So anything which is going to the internet, and you can put here the destination address list is malware list, meaning any traffic which is trying to go to those malware lists on the chain forward. You can put here if you want your in interface. If you have, for example, your LAN is on bridge, you can just put bridge here. If your LAN is on another interface, you can put whatever the LAN interface you have. So anything which is coming inside that interface trying to go to the malware list, then the action is to drop. So this is the first step you do, meaning what you're doing here. Actually, we had something here before. Let me just remove that. Let's check if this is the one that I have created correct. So what does this do is just you protect your network, which is the inside network, to not go to those malware IPs. But also I want that those malware IPs do not come to my inside network. So you just make another one and you say forward anything coming from the source addresses. So now they are the source, those malware IPs. So anything coming from those IPs forward the way into my interface, my WAN, in this case it is Ethernet 1, then the action is to drop. And in this case, you have blocked two ways of communication from your LAN going to those malware IPs and from those malware IPs coming to your LAN. So this is all what I wanted to show you about this feature. It's very nice. I advise you to use it on your MikroTik router because it's for free, first of all, and you can protect your network. And you can see doing these steps is straightforward. Everything is in front of you. All you need to do, you create the API key, you put it on the scripts, and you just run those scripts on your MikroTik router. Then they will pull all the IPs, the malware IPs in an address list, and then you apply the filter rules and life is good. So again, if you like my way of teaching, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, put like on the video and put your comments. Also, if you can just write for me what topics you would like that I make videos on those topics on my YouTube channel, you can just write your ideas. Also, please don't forget if you can become a member on my YouTube channel to be able to watch courses that I'm putting on my YouTube channel, but also this helps me to be able to have some revenue from my YouTube channel to be able to do more videos. And finally, I have a platform which is called mynetworktraining.com. You can also become a subscriber there and or a member and to be able to watch videos and courses I'm putting on that platform. Thank you very much for the time you spent watching this video, and I'll see you in the upcoming video.